Hey guys, you're watching Zoo One and Only. My name is AJ and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Zoo. This is number 25, and like with all sort of large creative series like this, I like to, every 25 episodes, do a little bit of a world tour. It allows everybody who's seen the series up to this point to sort of remember what we've done so far, and it allows the new subscribers to see what we've done on this series already. So if they suggest animals and they suggest buildings, they don't suggest things that have already been done because they haven't seen them. Hopefully they'll be able to see this and catch up with everything we've done. What I'm going to try and do for at least the first part of the video is only stay on ground level, only stay on the level that we walk at. It's going to give us the best idea for how this zoo looks to the average person. We always used to flying over it and sort of making everything look good from above. And that isn't the perspective that everybody sees this at. We're going to be walking through it, aren't we? So while we're going around it and doing the world tour, I'm also going to be thinking and talking about things that maybe we could do in certain blank areas that we've got. Little buildings or shacks or additions to enclosures that we've forgotten. Like, I've forgotten a lot of, like, viewing areas and things like that. So we'll have to have a look at that. So, outside here we've got Zono Zoo. Welcome to Zono Zoo. Such a cool little logo there for the series. And we come in and we've got our ticket people. Now there is something that we can do with this. We can actually make these people give us a ticket. We can exchange something with them or even make it free potentially to give us a ticket there. We can do that because these are like little custom NPCs. And boom, we are in the zoo. What a beautiful view to begin with. I think it's a really good start here. We've got those pink cherry trees on either side. We've got a couple of mascots here, sort of a like theme park. Like, they're so hilarious, aren't they? Hey, cow. Cow, I know, isn't really a zoo animal, but it is hilarious that we can still just dress him up as a cow. I can imagine the gazebo in the middle here either having like some zookeepers giving a speech of things to expect in the zoo and times of certain feeding things. You know, when you go to the zoo, I recently, not that long ago, went to Banham Zoo, which is the closest zoo to me. A few of you have picked up that a lot of this zoo actually has aspects of Banham Zoo to it. Because obviously it's the only, I think pretty much the only zoo that I've ever been to. I think I've been to another one that's like Colchester or something like that. But there's always people handing out pamphlets to maps of the zoo, what time feeding things are, things like that. I can imagine that going on in here. So you got, I think you pay like a couple of quid or something like that to get a map of the zoo. I love how the shader packs make the leaves wobble as well. So on our Toberries here, hashtag Team Turtle, we get a little bit of a wobble going on there. Really, really cool, especially on the elephant's ears and trunk and stuff like that. Very, 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 very cool. Obviously, at the beginning of the zoo, we need the gift shop. We need to be able to draw people in. I don't like how that floor... I think that's better. I think that's even better. We want to be able to draw people in, so when they're exiting the zoo, when they've finished their day of looking around, before they exit, you always get the kids going, can we go into the gift shop? Can we go into the gift shop? And they buy like a little plushie of an elephant or like hashtag Team Turtle plushie and things like that. And you can also buy some animals in here as well. We've got geckos. We've got something that died. I think it was the snake, wasn't it? He'll be fine. We've got the rabbits. You can always buy rabbits. Something died in here. Wasn't there? Oh, no, no. Something died in there. Or I tell you what. They didn't die. They were sold. Hey? They've been sold. We need to replenish what was in there. They died. Well, we have some fish in here. They've been sold, and these have been. What can I hear? Ow, that's super bright. No, they can't like go into a void space out the back. Is it the bunnies? It's the geckos making the noise. So we've sold a lot of things. That shows that our zoo is actually a very successful, profitable zoo. Straight away, the first enclosure, probably one of the most important, one of the most famous enclosures has to be the elephant enclosure. So I've got this right at the beginning. They always seem to clump up in this corner. I really don't know why they just don't move away from here. I'll try and push him. Go on, see some other part of the enclosure. I suppose they just like, people always come around this way, so they like to be close to them. We'll say that. But they always just end up wandering back into this corner again. And we've got a little hut for them. I'm just going to jump over. Ooh, go down. Jump over. So, where they can go to sleep, and they've got some bedding or some food. And we've got the staff only door, which doesn't say staff only. Painting. We do have a staff only sign somewhere. That's my, yeah. There we go. We should put a medical. Yeah, the first aid is in here, guys. And then you go running in, and there's elephant. Oh, that'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? Okay, take that back off again. So yeah, elephants, they look superb, don't they? And we've got the toilets over here. For some reason, some of you didn't like the toilet. You didn't like the color scheme on the toilets. I love the color scheme on the toilets. I think it really blends out against the orange of the gift shop. So having like the pink and purple works really, really well. I have absolutely no problem with it. I think it's a beautiful bathroom. Obviously, they're both pretty much the same, male and female. No real diff. I forgot the doors on that. Did I have doors on this one? No, I didn't. Oh, no. No, it's good. It's good. It's all good. Let's go round this way. Oh, no. We should really go round this way. I'm just going to fly a little bit so we're just a little bit faster. We've got the petting zoo part with the goats. This area is sort of going to be more of a touchy-feely area. You know, things that you can stroke and things like that. We're not going to have like tigers over here. It's a sort of part where, you know, the kids can come in, they can grab some food and go in. Here they go through the safety gate first, they then go through the second gate, and boom. He's so excited. He's in the ground. He's lost his legs. Are you okay? He'll be fine. Obviously, we've got the goats that get trapped inside of the cauldrons. We need to fix that and let them go back down. I don't think we've lost any numbers of these. We reduced the number because there were so many of them. But I think we're still sort of at the same amount. And again, there's a little area where they can come inside, get some drink in here, get some straw. But you can still see them through the glass in the barn. We should go through the barn next, I think. We'll go through. Oh no, we'll go and see the camels first. So you come through here, through a couple of safety gates. That way they don't escape. We've got the camels here, a very bright area. This shader pack is maybe a little bit too bright. I should just try downloading some different shaders and see which ones I like the best. Because this shader works great for outside. It's not so good for interiors. You can get shaders specifically designed for interior, and it makes the light look really nice on the inside. This shader pack isn't the best for interiors, and it's a little bit bright against sand, so that's something that we could maybe think about changing is getting a new shader pack. You can actually ride these as well. Obviously you wouldn't in the zoo. I don't think they would allow it, but we've got the old apple machine, and then we can feed one to oh. Here, camel, have an apple. And yeah, and then they've got their own little shed as well, a little bit of like a bed area, and again, staff only. Needs a path coming round here, but that's going to continue on to the next part of the zoo. Let's just whip round here and go through. Oh yeah, that's the beautiful river. We'll just take a quick look at this. How beautiful is this for an area? Hey, I don't know why, but when I'm out here, it feels really hot. It feels like a I don't know, California style heat. And then you go into the shade by the water, and there's just something about it. I don't know if it's just me being like creative and enjoying what we've built, but to me, like, I go under here and the heat goes away, and you've got like the nice sound of the stream going through, the water flowing through, maybe some like little bugs and stuff like fireflies and dragonflies flying around, landing on the leaves and stuff like that, and the flowers. Just really nice. Feels like a really cool area to cool down on. Might add some benches around there. Oh yeah, through the barn. Let's go through the barn here. We've got ourselves, see, it's a little bit dark. We did have rats in here, but these disappeared as well. Very much like how the animals that have been sold have disappeared. They stayed for a while, but they have now disappeared, and I don't really know why. Some people said that they might have gone underground, that they might have actually buried, like the mob might have the ability to actually go down. I don't know. In real life, obviously, rats make tunnels and they go underground. Maybe the AI in the Minecraft rats like allow them to dig underground. Maybe if I dug down, they would like be released. I know the mole can. We've got a mole mob in one of the mods here, and that can actually dig underground, and the worm can as well. And if you break the block that it went in, it would actually be in there, which is quite funny. Got some boxes, and then we've got some bunnies. We've got some white, orangey, and brown ones. We've got some black ones. They are such a cute little model, aren't they? We've got some dark brown ones, and we've got some spotted ones. So cool. And in this area, you can always go down, you can always stroke them and pet them and pick them up and stuff like that. And then we've got the washing hands area. We've got, oh, that's a soap, isn't it? Yeah, I put that as a soap. This is a cake, but I think I was meant to texture that to look like a first aid box. We did on the city world. I could just like take over the texture of the cake, which is now a green first aid box over here. And there's always a sink to wash your hands, because obviously you've been touching animals. You should always wash your hands after touching them. Let's go back over to this path, because we've already been through there. And I suppose we should head over to the butterfly enclosure, or the butterfly tent, they're always called. There's more than butterflies in there, but they're always called the butterfly tent. Do I have a weird entrance on one of the sides to this? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I've got doors on this side, but glass on that side. Okay, I need to do that then. I don't know what I put this chest here for. Was the... I think the mob eggs might have originally been in that chest. That one could go. The chest that the goats is so we can actually feed them. But yeah, there's no need to have that there. So yeah, this is the butterfly tent. There's one. Okay, we did have the, oh no, there's more, there are in here. We did have the worry that this enclosure is actually very big. The mobs in Minecraft will despawn if they can move 20 blocks in any direction. And obviously from left to right is 20 blocks. However, there are trees and leaves in the way, which might sort of stop the 20 block distance, but I'm sure from there to there is 20 blocks, and like from this tree to that wall is 20 blocks. So I don't know, they might despawn. We've still got a lot in here. It looked very empty at the beginning, but as you can see, there's actually flies and birds, and he's having a bath down there. He probably can't get out. And then we've got actual mobs in here as well. So we've got the snails and slugs. That is so cool in there. Feels very damp in there, which is nice. We've got like nice little bridge going over. Our second side enclosure has cockroaches, disgusting little cockroaches all running about in there. Look at that right on the top. Oh, when they climb up, they actually go vertical. That's so cool. They don't just sort of jump up. They actually sort of climb it properly. Bees, dragonflies. Oh yeah, it is busy in here still. That's nice to see. Little fireflies down here. What have we got in this one? Frogs, I think, were in this one, weren't they? I can't see them. They might have drowned. Oh. Oh no, that's coconut there. They might have drowned. That might have been what happened here. Or they were sold. No, they might have drowned. It's a little bit sad. I don't know really how to fix that, unless... I suppose we could actually remove the water and replace it with like blue wool, and then it looks like water, but it's not real water, and then they don't drown. I know it sounds weird that frogs drown, but I suppose the Minecraft AI isn't very good when it comes to like swimming and stuff like that, because all these ones are all fine. There's, I think, crickets in, oh no, geckos in here. Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. In this one we have snakes. All sorts of different size snakes, big ones, small ones. I think there's a cobra in there as well, which is a huge one. A little tiny baby one. Very cool. Small birds and fire. It's such a nice thing. It feels really hot in here though, even though it's shady. It's like a giant greenhouse, isn't it? In this one we have, oh yeah, the different type of geckos. These are the darker geckos in here. So we've sort of got more of like a... What biome is it with the tall trees and all the mossy cobblestone rocks? It feels like that, like the taiga biome, but like not the snow one. We've got this one over here, which has grasshoppers. There we go, grasshoppers in there. So very grassy area. Oh, hiccups. Look at the size of that bee. You're like a hornet. Look at the size of that. It's a great model, though, don't you think? Great model. We've got like little bees here, but then the bigger bees are absolutely superb. There does seem to be a lot of moths missing and butterflies missing, which is a real shame because they're the ones that like are big and fly. So yeah, there is a way round it, and it's by naming them. There's actually there's a slow way and a fast way. The slow way would be to actually go around with a name tag, like a name tag, and name like butterfly, 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 and like bee, dragonfly, whatever, and go around clicking them. The other way is actually to go into an anvil and rename the spawn egg butterfly, and then when you spawn the butterfly, it actually is spawned with the name already on it, and then you can just spam butterflies about and they won't despawn because they've got a name tag. That's probably what we'll be doing. It's a pretty simple way to do it as well, pretty simple way to get around it. What else have we got? We come over here. What way do we go through? Oh yeah, through here. So we come around the back of the elephant enclosure, and we can go over the bridge. Apparently this bridge isn't quite the same. Oh yeah, there are some differences. I remember you guys saying that there was some differences on this. Nope. I want a slab. I remember you guys saying it's not symmetrical, AJ. Was it just that bit that you were talking about? Oh yeah, and then we had, this should be a stair. I can't see my hotbar. Stair and slab. That must have been what you were talking about, right? Must have been. Okay, so that's that sorted. This is just a nice little wooded area. Nothing in here. It's just like a nature reserve. Oh, I should really bone meal the ground, but you can't see it down on the floor level. But I think that would look better being all bone meal in there. Here we've got the Harambe enclosure, or the gorilla enclosure. Has he moved? Oh no, he's still there. There he is. See him? Right there. You can hear them as well. We have a train track as well that goes around the outside here. They're so loud. These gorillas don't seem to have any AI. They don't seem to move. And if you punch them, they just jump. Oh, he went up. He might not have actually gone up then. But, like, they've never moved. He's never moved from here. This is actually Harambe. Look, he's even named Harambe. But he's not... He's never moved from that position, ever. Ever moved. But there's a few down here. There's one down there. Look. One here. They've got their tyre swing to enjoy. Oh, no, the train does still go, look. A little coal in it. Phenomenal. How did I get it so it was on? Coal isn't still in it, is it? Ooh, come back here. No. I want to look in it. How can I not look in it? How come I can't look in it? How does it still have... I don't know. It had like the furnace on texture. I don't really know how that worked. Got some barrels to be able to throw like Donkey Kong. Very, very cool enclosure. You sort of look down into it. Waterfall. The waterfall. The water does have actually fish in it as well, which is quite cool. What have we got here? Is this a chest for a future enclosure? Penguins. Oh no, we can get rid of that. We've got the penguin enclosure. We need a bridge to go over here because at the moment we just like sink. We can head over this way to the penguin enclosure. Very cool one because you can go around the outside, around the entire perimeter, or you can go over the top, onto the top of the bridge here, and look down at them all. Hey there, penguins! Hey, how's it going? And they've got like a little swimming area on each side. There's a little bit of snow just to sort of give the penguins a little feel of home, but there is actually more sand than snow. It might sound weird to those of you that didn't see the episode of me building it, but at all of the zoos that I've, well, like the 2 zoos that I've ever been to, the penguins actually have sand instead of snow. I suppose it's the closest texture to what they can get. You can't get snow in an area that isn't cold enough to have snow. So we can go over that, or you can actually go around to the other 2 ends, and you can head down and underneath. It's going to be a little bit dark with these shaders on, but I love the colour use down here. It's actually not too dark. It's actually really nice. Where down here, you'd be able to see the penguins swimming through and doing their dives. There's always the online viral video of like a kid dancing in front of it and the penguin enjoying it, or a seal or whatever like that. And they always like try and put their flippers up and try and like touch you and stuff like that. There's loads of those sort of videos on there. There is some penguins actually in there you go. There's a penguin there. See him? So you can see them from down below. Very, very cool. I love the colour scheme down here. The white and blue is so nice. I love how the shaders adjust as well when you get outside. Okay, I'm just going to fly a little bit here just so we can sort of get over to the next area a little bit quicker. We need a path going over there. I need a bridge there and a bridge there. And the path needs to wrap around the entire gorilla enclosure because it's a pretty popular enclosure. Is this the gorilla chest? Bear chest. Okay, I need to move. I'm going to leave it there, but I need to move that. Bear is another animal that we need to do. Huh. Sword. You are an unexpected guy. These have escaped out of here. Crab. I think it's this one, the bigger ones. Yeah. They definitely haven't spawned because I've got mobs spawning off. They can't spawn naturally. So they must have got out some way. Now it might just be that I logged out of the world when they were close to the fence, and when I logged back in they just sort of popped through and glitched through. Or they can climb better than I thought, because I made sure that I didn't have like any areas too close to the wall for them to jump over. But yeah, we've got another chest over here of crocodiles. We've got crocodiles. Oops, I can get rid of that. And I saw a chest over here somewhere as well. Somewhere here. Wasn't there? Or was it just that chest? I think it was just that chest. So this is actually going to be the entrance to the aquarium area, the sea life area. There's going to be a big sea life text up above. We're going to have one door there and one door over here, and you're going to go in one and you're going to go all the way around in a horseshoe shape and come out the other side. Ooh, raining. Oh yeah, the rain actually looks really cool. It sort of fogs it out like mist. Very, very cool. I really like how the shaders deal with weather. Make it clear again. Inside we've got whales, we've got sharks, we've got manta rays, we've got dolphins. We're going to have to do something so they're not all in the water at the same time, because I don't think a shark should really be in the same area. I suppose they are out in the ocean, but I suppose they've got enough room to get away from each other. I don't want to put like a predator and prey in the same enclosure as each other. I don't think that would be very fair, but that's going to be cool. That's going to be probably one of the biggest areas of the zoo, like standalone areas, because it's sort of like a miniature zoo almost on its own, isn't it? A sea life center. You get sea life centers purely on their own. This is a cool enclosure. We've got the big old barbed wire fence here. Please do not feed the animals. They may bite. They always says that. You know that they'll bite. So what we've got is we've got a little banister or a little fence here, a couple of blocks back from the fence, so you can't get close, or you shouldn't be able to get close enough to stick your fingers through and stroke the lines, because they're not going to like that. You don't poke animals, do you? But yeah, we've got some lions in there. We've got one male lion, and we've got the little lions, or not little, the female lions, if you like. They've got like their own sort of climbing paths. Look, he climbed on the top. There you go. The lions love to climb. They like to. We saw one actually on top of the bed. This is like their sleeping area, and he climbed up and got on top. It's actually exactly how they were when I went to see the lions at the zoo. When I went last, there was actually a lion sleeping on top of the bed for some reason. And then we've got like a little glass viewing enclosure as well. I don't know why there's a glass one when it's like visible all the way around, but we've got a glass viewing enclosure with a couple of benches in here, so you can sort of sit down and enjoy it. What else have we got around here? We walk down this way. There's another chest there with a potential future enclosure. Oh wow, this is actually... I didn't think this episode was going to be that long, because there isn't much here at the moment. Raccoons. There isn't much here at the moment, but it's turned out to be actually a lot longer than I thought. Wow, let's... Future ones, we're going to have to be quicker. Komodo Dragons. Down here we've got the crocodile enclosure / crocodile show, where we can come and sit here on the seats, and we get to watch the late Steve Irwin or someone, please not feed the animals, they may bite, do a crocodile show. Look at that, man. How cool is that? They like open up their jaws, and they've got their own little area where they can get out the public eye as well. And then the last one, which I can fly for, is the project that we're sort of in the middle of, which is the food court, or the main food court. There'll be like little caravan, you know, burger vans and ice cream vans dotted about the place. But the main food area, if you want to get an actual meal for the day, is here. We've got a nice big fountain for some nice ambient sound, nice seating area in some shade with nice color-coded chairs, and we've got the toilets in the middle, and the two restaurants, like a cafe on one side, a restaurant on the other. This is from Barnum Zoo, very similar style building there. And that is all there is at the moment. It's actually a lot more than I thought. It looks totally awesome, even on the map here. Load up. Even on the map, we're starting to get a really nice weavy path pattern. Exactly what we were going for. And I'm very, very happy with it. Very nice colours. If you guys enjoyed the episode, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.